Okay, North Pine Village. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you Texas Property Code 209.00591. And this is the property code. And what I'm showing you is it says that if a board is presented with written, documented evidence from a database or other record maintained by a governmental law enforcement authority that a board member was convicted of a felony or crime involving moral turpitude not more than 20 years before the date the board is presented with evidence, the board member is immediately ineligible to serve on the board of the Property Owners Association, automatically considered removed from the board, and prohibited from future service on that board. So what I did was I sent a certified letter, and I also sent an email. And basically it was saying that we requested immediate removal of Augustine Rodriguez and Tony Briscoe. Now, the property code does not say that it has to be voted on. It does not say that it has to be a quorum. It doesn't say any of that. It says that when you are presented with evidence, they are to be immediately removed. Now, this is Augustine Rodriguez. Now, within the 20-year span, this felony charge for insurance fraud, he was indicted. He definitely was indicted. He was not convicted because he decided that he settled. He paid the money back for the insurance fraud. Now, I'm just asking you a question. Maybe it's just me. But as a homeowner dealing with financial misappropriation of funds, fraud within a HOA, would you consciously want somebody that has been indicted for insurance fraud on your HOA board? Now, these two gentlemen, Tony Briscoe and Augustine Rodriguez, the majority of the contracts that are signed in Pine Village, being management contracts, contracts with attorneys, these are the two gentlemen that signs the contracts. Now, you would think being an HOA, even bank accounts, everything, you think being an HOA and a corporation managing funds, there will have to be multiple signatures on paperwork and documents in order to go into these contracts. But they apparently don't have to be. So Tony Briscoe, he was actually convicted. His is a domestic violence. It's assault on a family member. Sorry, this paper is dirty. My grandbaby did this. But his assault was on a family member. This is one of a couple that he had filed. But it's the same thing. He was convicted, and you would want somebody that has a history of assault and a history of insurance fraud dealing with a board in a fragile community. The community, and where is my little, there we go, my little certified mail receipt, the email. Now, the email, you see, Augustine, it was sent to the management company. It was sent to Augustine Rodriguez, Tony Briscoe, Renee Pulliam, Megan Latour, Diane Gonzalez, and I BCC. So every time I go back and forth with my emails, I BCC the homeowners on everything that I communicate with. And the reason why I BCC them is because just to kind of, maintain some sort of privacy, just to kind of prevent retaliation. Because everything we handle has to be civil, I don't want people to be, harassed and picked on because, they are fighting. The HOA tries to make it seem like the only people that are fighting are the people that are past due on their dues. Those are not the only people fighting. Everyone is up in here fighting. We're trying to get a control over who owns what. When we go to HCAT, the records are not always up to date. Like I was informing you, one of the residents was foreclosed on last year, but if you look up the tax records, the property is still in her name. Now, she's 70-something years old. Her home is homestead, and she probably pays a little or nothing when it comes to taxes. But it's on, they did a news report. She was foreclosed on. So I'm not sure how that property still even shows up in her name. It should definitely not be in her name, and the taxes should definitely be according to the new owner of that property. But that's the thing that we deal with in here as well. It's just because the HOA board is fraudulent, it opens up for other people and companies to come in here and be the same way, because they know you don't like it, sue me, take me to civil court. And really, it takes a long time. I'm in court right now fighting them, but you talking about a year and a half, 2 years? Yeah, like I think it's 2 years from the time it was actually filed, and just to going back and forth and dealing with it. But keep praying for us. If you would like to support us, if you know somebody that can help us out, please, please, please feel free to reach out to us. Our email is pvconcerns@gmail.com. If you look at this email I sent, my name and phone number here, hey, whatever you can do, whoever you can send our way, we're going to keep fighting. If you know somebody who like a good fight and ain't scared, won't back down, and will get, jump on board and help with these. Like I said, this is not a fight of, HOA where we're complaining about, a pool, being built on your property illegal, or a flag being hung, and all those, everything that people have to fight against for the HOA, to me, is, in a sense, justifiable. When you're passionate about something, you want to, stick up for it. And that's the same thing we're doing here. It's like, I feel like we just keep hitting walls, and we have to keep, just keep fighting. And you get tired and you get frustrated and you want to give up. But as soon, you give up, then you're starting from scratch. So we have to keep fighting until we can remove this illegal board, get rid of the people that are involved, the people that are contributing, and refresh this community and rebuild it. We're going to do a block party in a couple of months here. Just bring some life back to the community, some love back, some community back to the community. All right, everybody, have a nice, blessed day, and continue to pray for our community. Pine Village North. Thank you.